Hi, my name is Matthew Bellisario. Thanks for joining me today. I want to do a video on some of my favorite concert films, live concerts, whether it be on DVD or Blu-ray. I'd love to hear your comments on what some of your favorites are. I'm going to show you several of them here from different genres. Before I do that, I want to talk just briefly about 5.1, being that a lot of audiophiles are kind of down on 5.1. Me being just a lover of music, I listen to records, to CDs, listen to streaming in my car. I love concert films as well. And a lot of times I would rather watch the concert film than listen to it on a stereo, on record. So with these particular films I'm getting ready to show you, they're my favorites. They're the ones that I put on over and over again. And they're also ones that my friends, when they see them on, they're always intrigued by them. So these are some of my favorites. I listen to mine on a Denon 5.1 system, and it will vary on the settings depending on each of these discs. There's no 5.1 disc that sounds alike. They all are mixed different. They all sound different. The Denon has different presets in there for 5.1, has simulated 5.1, has stereo settings. And for me, I have to go through them and find out which one sounds the best for the particular mix and the particular setting that you have on these, because a lot of these will have different mixes. And a lot of times the ones you think will sound better don't. So it's really a matter of preference. Sometimes I'll have a couple of friends over and we'll put one of these on while we're hanging out. And they'll be like, I can't hear the vocals that well, or I can't hear the guitar that well. And I'll flip through a couple of different settings. Oh, that sounds way better. Yeah, that does sound better. Or we'll change the actual setting on the disc and we'll be like, oh, that sounds better with that particular setting on the 5.1 receiver. So there's a lot of different varying factors when it comes to 5.1. Again, your speakers, your receiver, the settings on the receiver, the room, there's a lot of different things. So it's all going to be up to personal preference. But these are just my favorite concert videos that I just love to watch and that I get a pretty good sound out of on my system, and they look good. This is fantastic. $9.99 all day long on Amazon. One of my favorite concert films, David Bowie. This is called a Reality Tour. I think this was filmed in 2003, if I'm not mistaken. But this is absolutely fantastic. If you're a David Bowie fan, it looks good, sounds great, and you've got all of his great songs on one concert film. This is one of my favorites. I do dig this. Any of the Steve Hackett stuff, if you like Genesis or Steve Hackett's instrumental stuff, all of his releases, these multi-disc releases, either on Blu-ray or DVD with the CDs, are all fantastic. These are two of my favorites. Genesis Revisited live at the Royal Albert Hall. So you've got a lot of cool Genesis songs. So you've got the CDs and the DVD on this as well. And the DVD has the entire concert as well as the two CDs. And looks great. Enjoy it. This one has two DVDs. One of them has two documentaries on it, and the other one has the full concert. And I do recommend this, Steve Hackett. And these are all nice fold-out packages with booklet in there. And I do recommend all the Steve Hackett releases. One of the best ones out there is the Steven Wilson, live at the Royal Albert Hall, called Home Invasion. You're not going to get too much better than this when it comes to the way it was filmed, the sound quality on the surround 5.1. It sounds amazing. It looks great. It's really an immersive experience. It's one of those where I would never buy the vinyl record because it sounds so good and looks so good that I'll always, when I go to listen to this, I'm going to put it on the Blu-ray every time. So would defeat the purpose for me to buy this on record because it would just sit on the shelf. Wonderful. On the opposite end of the spectrum, a very simple production, this Aristocrats, that comes with a bonus DVD. Again, a very simple production, but great playing. These guys are bad. You got Guthrie Govan playing guitar on here. It's a trio. It's a lot of different rhythms and cool things going on. Fusion, even elements of country and rock. And this is just a wonderful experience to watch on on DVD. Again, a very simple production, but well worth watching if you're into that kind of thing. Check it out, Aristocrats. Make sure you get the one with the bonus disc on it. When it comes to jazz fusion, straight ahead jazz fusion type thing, this Chick Corea with Al Di Meola. You've got Lenny White on here along with Stanley Clarke. This is wonderful. Return to Forever. It looks good. It sounds good. Great performances. If you like jazz fusion, to me, this is probably the top jazz fusion Blu-ray out there, in my opinion. So, yeah, check that out. I'm a big Roy Gallagher fan. This film on taste, right before he leaves to start his solo career. This is wonderful. Taken from 1970 at the Isle of Wight. For its age, they restored it. It sounds pretty good. It looks good. It's a lot of fun to watch these guys play, and they're just kind of all out. It's like they know that the band has come to an end, but they are just going to go ahead and rock this out, and this is really cool, and some good interviews and things like that on this as well. Jeff Beck. This one is always close to my Blu-ray player. I love sticking this in and watching it. Live from Ronnie Scott's. He's got some cool guests on here like Joss Stone, Imogen Heap, and Eric Clapton. This is great. I mean, I'm so glad that I got to see him in 2018 in Nashville. But one of my favorite guitar players, and this is certainly a wonderful looking disc and great performances on here. So Jeff Beck, live at Ronnie Scott's. Going back to the 80s, 1987. Billy Joel, A Matter of Trust from Russia. This is wonderful if you like Billy Joel. This is him at the top of his game. He's very energetic. The production is phenomenal for this time. 1987. It looks good. Again, sounds good. It comes with this cool booklet. A lot of, a nice write-up in here about the concert and a lot of cool pictures. This is a lot of fun to watch. Again, if I have people over and I put this on, people are kind of glued to the television because he put on such a great concert back then. And of course, all the hits are on this. It's a Blu-ray disc with 2 CDs. So yeah, all the great songs are on here. I do recommend this. A couple more to go. This Hiromi trio will knock you out. People that I had some friends over about a month ago and had this on, and they were glued to the television. Like, who the heck is this? You got the great Simon Phillips playing drums. You've got Anthony Jackson playing the bass and Hiromi Uhura playing the piano. And this is a mixture. This is modern jazz at its best, in my opinion. It's filmed well. It sounds very good. But the intensity that these three play with on this film is really astounding, in my opinion. They trade back and forth. She's a brilliant piano player, mixture of kind of classical, modern jazz. Just really one of my favorite piano players. And one of my favorite drummers is on here too, Simon Phillips, and Anthony Jackson, of course, the legend on the bass. This is a lot of fun to watch. I do recommend getting your hands on this. Hiromi, the Trio Project, live in Marciac. Yeah. 2 more to go. If you want some great Hendrixy kind of bluesy, heavy rock, this Frank Marino package, wonderful. Comes with DVDs and a Blu-ray. Of course, if you have a Blu-ray player, throw the Blu-ray in. You're going to have 6 hours of Frank and his band playing, and it's wonderful. The sound quality is great. The production, a lot of work went into this. You've got a full biography that comes with it. This is $100. This package, well worth it if you're into Frank Marino. You're into that blues, classic rock type thing. It's wonderful, and it comes with this great book that'll take you a long time to read. This is like his full biography. Talks about the project. You've got all kinds of pictures in here. This is definitely one that is nearby. I keep this right up on the shelf next to my Blu-ray player, and this one is in there quite a bit. So yeah, got one more for you. Jazz on a summer's day. And again, folks, leave your comments. I want to hear which ones you like, because I have a lot of them. I have over 100, maybe well over 100 concert films. And so I really like live concert films. And so please leave your comments on what your favorites are. So if I've missed out on a lot of them, I want to know about it. This Jazz on a Summer's Day from the 1958 Newport Jazz Festival. You can find this in a variety of different formats. This is the box set. It's got two 10-inch vinyl records in it, one inside each cover. And on the back cover, it comes with a CD in a DVD and the other records on the back here. It's got a nice booklet here. But most of all, you're going back in time to 1958. You've got great shots of the crowd. A lot of great players on here. You've got Anita O'Day. A couple of performances on here are wonderful. Dinah Washington, Thelonious Monk, Sonny Stitt's on here. Louis Armstrong, Mahalia Jackson. This is pretty cool. I really recommend this. If you're into jazz and you want to take a trip back in time to 1958, this is going to give you that time capsule experience. So yeah, I dig this. Those are some of my favorites. Live concert films. Again, there's a lot of other ones I have that I do like, but these are the ones that kind of caught my attention, and all the ones that kind of stay right around my Blu-ray player, and the ones I'll pull out a lot. So I'm going to do one of my favorite music documentaries next. So stay tuned for that, and thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up, and again, love to hear your comments. We'll talk to you later. Take care.